Dennis, you have to try this. It's so good. Here, take a bite. What do you think?
Can I eat this right now?
Do you want to eat for lunch? Okay.
I mean, it's breakfast, but I'll still eat it.
Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you how to make Tuscan shrimp. And it has seared shrimp, tomatoes and spinach, and a rich, creamy sauce. And it also requires very minimal prep work, but it's definitely going to impress your guests. And you could serve it as a main dish or you can serve it as an appetizer. Okay, so let's get started. Here we have 1 pound of peeled shrimp, and we're going to give it a basic seasoning of some salt and pepper. And I just love any type of dish that involves shrimp as the protein because it cooks up so easily. You guys are gonna be so impressed on how fast and quickly this cooks up, but it's also going to look like a fancy dish that you would order at a restaurant. So I do love working with shrimp when it comes to like family gatherings or serving a crowd because it does cook up really quickly. And over the weekend I did serve shrimp for a family party. I peeled 80 pieces of shrimp, but after I peeled them, it just cooked up really quickly. So shrimp is one of my go-to proteins when it comes to gatherings. Okay, so here we have some fresh cherry tomatoes. I know with Tuscan shrimp, usually a lot of recipes contain sun-dried tomatoes, but I just like the fresh tomatoes in this recipe. I'm using cherry tomatoes. You could also use grape tomatoes. And we're gonna go ahead and just get these off the stem and then slice them in half. So I know the holidays are coming up, which is my favorite time of year, minus the cold weather. And you'll probably be throwing lots of gatherings, and this will be a great appetizer to serve. And if you guys end up liking this recipe, I do have a Tuscan chicken recipe and a Tuscan shrimp recipe with orzo that's really delicious if you guys want to check that out. Or this can also be an easy dinner that you can just whip up on a weeknight. All right, so I've got our cherry tomatoes halved. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the rest of our ingredients for our recipe. All right, so we have some very basic ingredients here. We are also going to be needing some butter. I have 2 tablespoons of butter here. I have 4 cloves of minced garlic. I have half a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of dried oregano. I have some heavy cream, a cup of heavy cream. It's gonna make a delicious sauce. And then for our greens, I have about 3 cups of baby spinach. And then to serve this up, you could serve it up with any carb of choice. You could serve it with rice, mashed potatoes, noodles. But my absolute favorite way to serve Tuscan shrimp is with some bread. And I like to use a baguette, and I'll toast it up when it's done cooking. And it's just a perfect vehicle for that sauce. You're just gonna dip it in. It's gonna sop up all of that delicious sauce. Okay, we are ready to get cooking. Let's head over to the stove. All right, so I've got my pan heated over medium-high heat. Going to add a bit of oil, and I'm gonna go ahead and sear the shrimp. Once you have the shrimp peeled, it's basically smooth sailing from here. This is gonna cook up so quickly. And you can always buy them peeled, so you don't have to do the work, but I just buy whatever is on sale, and I'll even stock up, and I'll keep a few bags in my freezer. And when you keep them in the freezer, they defrost in like no time. Unlike meat, you just run it under some cold water and it defrosts really quickly. All right, so it's been about 1.5 minutes, and we are ready to flip these guys over. All right, so we'll let these guys hang out for about another minute. It also depends on the size of the shrimp you're using. I'm using about 20 pieces of shrimp per pound, but if you're using bigger shrimp, larger shrimp, they will cook up faster. All right, so these guys are looking just about done. So I'm going to remove and set them aside. All right, so I've reduced the heat to medium. I'm going to go in with the butter. Just get that melted down. Once that butter has melted, I'm going to go in with the minced garlic, and then we'll cook this down for about 30 seconds. After the garlic is smelling so good, we're gonna go in with the cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and season it with some salt. cook it for about 1 to 2 minutes. And like I mentioned earlier, if you want to use sun-dried tomatoes, feel free to use that. I just love using these cherry tomatoes. All right, so after about 1 minute and 30 seconds, I'm gonna go in with the oregano and paprika. I'm gonna stir that in. And I'm gonna go in with the heavy cream. Ugh, this combined with the tomatoes, just gonna make such a delicious sauce. Then we're gonna bring it to a boil, and then I'll let it cook for about 1 minute. And we're keeping the heat on medium. Let's go ahead and give it a little bit more seasoning. Salt and pepper. Oh my gosh, anything with cream is going to be absolutely delicious. All right, so it's been 1 minute. Time to add in our greens. Just gonna stir this right in. All right, so you see that our spinach has just wilted in no time. So it's time to add in the shrimp. Give it a stir, and we are through. What did I tell you guys? Fast and fancy. That's what I'm gonna call it, fast and fancy. All right, we are ready to serve this up. I'm gonna get my bread toasting, and I am so excited to try it. And there you have it, you guys, Tuscan shrimp. And this dish looks absolutely stunning, and it's so delicious. You won't regret it. All right, you guys, it is my favorite time of this video tutorial. It is time for the taste test, and I'm super excited. I also forgot to mention that you can add some crushed red pepper flakes to this dish. It's good with a little bit of heat, but my son is a shrimp lover, so he's gonna be eating this, so I'll just add that to my own, and then my other one is allergic to shrimp. But anyways, I do make a lot of shrimp even though he's allergic, because I'm sorry, it's majority rules in this house. Anyways, okay, so I made myself a little bite here. Gonna add a little bit more sauce because I just love this sauce. Okay, I'm going in for it. Cheers, you guys. You have to excuse my messy bite, but man, oh man, this is bomb. You guys just have to try this. It's so delicious. Make it for a weeknight meal. It's super quick and easy. Make it for a gathering, make it for date night, whatever you do, just make it because it is so good. The sauce, I say this all the time, but I mean it all the time. I can literally just drink it up. I love Tuscan anything. I forgot to tell you guys, I also have a Tuscan salmon recipe that I made during Mother's Day, and it's so delicious as well. Anyways, thank you for spending time with me in my kitchen. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Dennis, you have to try this. It's so good. Here, take a bite. What do you think?
I eat it right now.
Do you want to eat for lunch? Okay.
I mean, it's breakfast, but I'll still eat it.